Hey, what's shaking, homies? So today, I just want to do a little video breaking down the Khabib versus McGregor fight. Now, I haven't posted a video in almost a week, like 5 days or something, because I've been on like a 5-day celebration, and finally getting back to reality. But I actually broke down the whole video with my brother, and then the video got taken down by UFC. So that was a huge waste, and that took me a lot of time. So I'm not going to be playing any of the video because this video will get taken down again. But if you're new to my channel, I'm actually a black belt and an instructor at MMA Underground in Crystal Lake, Illinois. I study in jiu-jitsu, karate, Muay Thai, boxing, kickboxing, and yeah, basically everything. I've been doing martial arts for 10 years, and I've been coaching for 6 years. So, no, 5 years. Yeah, been coaching 5 years. So, I just got my black belt this year. But yeah, yeah, let's just get into it. So, this fight, all the like BS trash talk aside, like I hated McGregor before he even ever was gonna fight Khabib. I hated it. I've always hated that whole trash talk and all that stuff. I like guys like Frankie Edgar, Khabib, you know, Carlos Condit, guys, GSP, guys that let their, you know, to let their martial arts show why they're such a big star, not because of the media and all this other BS. Okay, so I'm gonna break down a lot of stuff that a lot of people didn't talk about. Like, okay, first round, how it starts off. Conor comes out in a really, really wide stance. Okay, now right off the bat, I knew right away, okay, Khabib's going to get an easy single. Because he was such a wide stance, it was very easy to get an ankle pick or low single. Basically, just dive in and grab something, which is all Khabib really needs. And that's kind of the start of the end. Once he grabs that, he's going to eventually get the takedown 9 times out of 10. Especially when he's fresh, and you're not slippery or anything. You're totally fresh. And Conor looked very dry going to the cage. He did not look like he had a sweat on him, which was really weird. I noticed Faraz Zahavi also noticed that. And yeah, I just think that was super weird. But yeah, he gets that, and then Conor does actually a really good job at not letting Khabib get much ground and pound off. He kept overhooking an arm. He was just doing a good job of keeping his guard, keeping seated up. He did take some damage though, and he definitely got more tired as round one went on. Okay, now between rounds 1 and round 2, this is really where I said, okay, Khabib's going to come out swinging. Because Javier Mendez, Khabib's coach, always talks like in code, but he keeps it simple. So, like, if he wants his guy to just strike, like I don't want any takedown, just strike, he says Luke Rockhold. If he wants you to mix up strikes and takedowns, he says Cain Velasquez. And if he wants you to just wrestle, he says Daniel Cormier, DC. So he said, he looked at Khabib and he said, Daniel, you can watch another video, he says, all right, Cain Velasquez now, chin down, hands up. Like, he's like, all right, he's worried about our wrestling now, so now we're just going to crack him. And their game plan went perfect. Like, the second round came out, and Khabib just did a little stutter and threw that overhand, and he threw that so fast that he threw that like as fast as like a 25er, but with all the power of a 55er. And I think Conor, he's not used to taking power from these 55ers. Going from 45 to 55 is a huge jump. Like, when I competed, all my MMA fights were at 45 pounds. And a lot of my training partners I would train with were 55ers. And I remember it would just make the person feel so much smaller than me. Because I was always training with 55ers all the time. And yeah, and I feel like you don't have the same power. Like, you can crack a bigger guy and he can eat it more. Because he's bigger too. He's got bigger bone structure, bigger neck, bigger everything. You know, you have a smaller hand compared to him. It's just different. I think Conor really, his frame, he's very big for 45. But at 55, he's not that big, and you kind of saw that. And then from here on, Khabib really just did an amazing job at just smashing him. And then here is where he started to talk to him. He said, like, let's do this, let's go. You know, all that stuff. He just kept basically yelling at him to talk. You know, he kept telling him to talk. But, yeah, it was beautiful. That was, like, the second round was happiest round of my life. Okay, then the third round came out, and Khabib kind of just wanted to stand with him, I feel like he wasn't threatened at all anymore, and he just wanted to kind of show him, like, you know, at that point, I feel like Conor already checked out. If you look at the end of the second round, when he's being pushed up against the fence, he looks like Groundskeeper Willie. From, like, Conor McGregor to Groundskeeper Willie. Now, the third round was, like, Conor was landing more shots, but every once in a while, Khabib would just crack him. And I feel like that really got in the head of Conor from then on, because he was realizing, like, this guy's got a better chin than me, and he hits harder than me, and he's a way better wrestler, and I'm tired, he's not tired. Yeah, and a lot of John Anik and and Dominic Cruz were all over Conor. Like, I don't know why they like Conor so much. Like, they were kissing his ass like crazy. Like, and they kept saying Khabib looked tired. Oh, well, Khabib obviously wasn't tired because at the end of the fight, Conor can't even get up, and Khabib goes and attacks, starts a whole nother fight. So he literally could fight 5 people in one night and be fine. He could do 20,000 rounds. It's like the guy just has an endless gas tank. But yeah, so that was just dumb. I think he was just like, I'm just gonna, he wanted to slap him too. He said that. He said he wanted to, he wanted to beat him everywhere, and he really proved himself there. So round 3 was kind of like a stalemate. At the end of round 3, Conor was holding Khabib's gloves, and before this, Conor already hit him with an illegal knee on the ground. He grabbed the shorts many times. That's actually how he defended that first takedown. A lot of people are like, oh, Conor's hips. Well, he did have good hips and balance, but he was holding his shorts the whole time, which is super illegal. Like, Khabib would have got that takedown right away probably if he wouldn't have grabbed the shorts, which he was getting no warnings for. He kept grabbing the fence, kept putting his toes in the fence. But yeah, the knee to a downed opponent, that's supposed to be an automatic point or an automatic DQ. I'm glad they didn't stop it because Khabib probably didn't really care at that point. He just wanted to keep smashing his face, but they really could have stopped it, took a point away, and repositioned him, and which probably would have been the right call to do. But I swear, Herb Dean is paid off or something, like, or he had money on him, or they're best friends or something. Something was messed up with that fight because Herb Dean's a very good ref, and yeah, but yeah, at the end of the 3rd round, he was hooking the glove, which is very illegal. It's totally dirty, and anyways. And then Conor said, it's only business. And Khabib said, hey, or yeah, guess so. So, like, I don't know if he meant, like, it was only business, like, why I'm cheating, or it's only business, like, all the shit talk I said and everything. I don't really know. But yeah, then round 4 comes out, and they kind of just feel each other out first, like, 30 seconds, and then Khabib lands a really hard jab. And once again, the commentators don't make a noise, don't do nothing, but you can see it wobbles Conor. And then Conor, it's almost like he was just like, take me down. He didn't really try to defend the takedown really much. Khabib got a very easy outside reap, and right away just took him down. And then this is where it really felt like Conor gave up, because instead of defending, he was defending a lot of these same positions different ways the whole fight. At this point, he went to like all 4, so Khabib could just take a chair position and pull him down. And he did take his back, and then he rolled over to the mound, and then ended up taking his back again. But it felt like Conor at that point was just giving up. Like, okay, dude, you proved your point. And then when Khabib taps him out, a lot of people are saying, oh, it wasn't it wasn't like it was like a neck crank. The way you do that choke, that's actually like I actually tapped out somebody like that. Here, I'll put it right here. Okay, you see, so I've done that also. My choke was over his face, but the guy after said he felt his teeth getting pulled out of his gums. No, and I've tapped people out all the time. You use your forearm and you grab it and pull it, but if you notice, Khabib is putting his head into it too, and his hips and everything. I know it does, if you don't do jiu-jitsu, you probably look like, oh, it's not under the chin, it's not choking. It doesn't have to be. You're crushing everything. You're putting his own shoulder, you're pushing his own shoulder into his artery here, and then you're smashing this side of his chin into it. At the same time, you're crushing his face. There's more than one. Like, a lot of people think just rear naked choke's the only thing you can do for it. There's hundreds. You can do reverse levers, you can do cutter chokes, there's all sorts of stuff. You can break the nose, like, you can do face cranks. There's a lot of stuff you can do from there. And Khabib was just switching, like, he just did that one, which is actually, if Conor wouldn't have tapped, he would have either broke his jaw or strained his neck really bad, or just went out, So Conor really did have to tap. And you could tell Khabib did not want to let go of it. I yelled something at him then again after that. I'm not sure what it was. And then he spit on him or whatever. But if you notice, Conor right then, he looks away. Like, he can't even look at him. And that's just a sign of, like, dominance. Like, he's accepting. That's like a body language. Like, I don't know. That's just how I took it. Like, he couldn't even look at him. It's like when your dog does something wrong and they just, like, won't look at you. That's kind of what I felt there. And then Dylan Dennis wouldn't shut up. I guess he was yelling stuff the whole fight. He was yelling Muslim stuff and God knows what. And he's just kind of seems like a jerk in general. But Khabib took it out on him. And then as Khabib ran out, Khabib's brother went to go chase after him, kind of to just, I don't know, who knows, to go help him or something. He ran over, and then Conor jumped the fence and punched him, which then got the other two cornermen in there, and they jumped him kind of. But I mean, Conor threw the first punch there, and I don't know, even if he didn't, I think he would deserve everything he got. I was hoping Conor got beat even worse than he did. I'm so happy. I've always hated Conor. It was like my favorite fighter against my least favorite fighter. It was like, oh, and all my friends were all talking so much crap, and it was just like, when Khabib won, it was the best feeling ever. But yeah, I think my biggest takeaway was Dominic Cruz. I don't think I think he's a smart guy, but some stuff he's just stupid. Like when Khabib was pounding him, like basically the ref was almost calling the fight. And he's saying he's trying to wear him out. Well, first off, this guy don't get tired, and yeah, I'd much rather be the one standing over throwing punches than the one getting rain punches on. No, he didn't make any sense, and that's tiring too. Like being on your back, trying to get up, and getting your face cranked, you're punched in your chest, your neck, everywhere, while trying to block and get up and get your legs free. That's way more tiring than just I mean, yeah, they're both tiring, but I don't know what they were talking about. That is just the dumbest thing I've ever heard in my life. But yeah, Dominic Cruz, stick to fighting. I don't know, I don't think you're a very good commentator. I'm sorry, you seem like a nice guy and everything. I'm sorry. Joe Rogan, actually, I thought he was actually pretty good in this one. I did not like his commentary after, but that was probably because he didn't see all the angles and everything. And it was kind of chaotic. No one knew what was really going on. But I think Khabib had every right to do whatever he did, and I hope it doesn't end here. I hope the Lobov fight still goes on. Yeah, I hope it's all good. But yeah, I've been a Khabib fan forever. I went to his last fight. I did a whole blog of it, the one in New York against Ali Akita, and I made a vlog of that. You can click that right there. But yeah, thank you guys for watching. I hope you liked the video. Team Khabib, proper 12 sucks, Burger King cut sucks, and I'll see you later.